Alright, continuing on now with our series of videos on what guitarists sound like up close and personal, sometimes just picking up their guitars during an interview or playing backstage, doing a demonstration video, something of this nature, any setting where they're not with their bands, and we can get a look at what a professional or legendary level guitarist has to offer picking up their guitar just like you might and playing. Today we're going to do John 5. If you don't know who John 5 is, he is formerly the guitarist for Marilyn Manson. He's also played for Rob Zombie and David Lee Roth. He is currently in Motley Crue. He's also released about 10 of his own solo albums, which are all guitar-based instrumentals. And this guy's skills are hard to describe other than to say they are extraordinary. Now let's get right to business by listening to the first clip of John 5 playing. Now, even though there are a lot of clips of John 5 playing alone with his guitar available on YouTube, I think the following one is interesting because it shows the diverse range of his riffing and his playing. And let's just go ahead and give it a listen. This is John 5 picking up his guitar and shredding, just sitting on a couch, playing through a small amplifier, and of course he's playing a Telecaster. Here he goes. Alright, so you've got everything in that short little clip, from 80s arcade sounds to a tornado sound to typical scale-based shredding and everything in between. He is just showing off not only his ability to shred, but his ability to invent. And by that, I mean use the guitar in unexpected ways. Now, let's move to another clip, this one more recent, from the Howard Stern show. And I'm going to leave a little bit of his vocal response in there too, because I think it's important. Now, here we go. Let's hear.
Everything I heard, I learned. I just learned everything, like... I just learned.
Okay, so I wanted you to hear that because it shows, again, his incredible versatility. He can play chicken picking licks, he can play rockabilly licks, he can play straight up country licks, he can shred, he can play metal, he can play hard rock. The one thing that I really haven't heard him do, which I'm sure he could if he wanted to, is to play a lot of traditional blues music. And by that I don't mean shuffle blues, I mean like Delta blues, something like that. Alright, now let's listen to one last clip here of him playing. And this is from a video that was put up about 5 years ago. Let's listen in. Alright, so his playing ability is unreal, and it's off the charts as far as technical prowess goes, and it's also off the charts as far as imagination goes. Now, my one criticism of John 5 as a musician is that his playing is not that attractive in terms of music. It's not that hooky, it's not that melodic. He is capable of playing melodically, but what he chooses to do is to stress the acrobatic side, the sound effects side. And this shows why a performer like Rob Zombie or a performer like Marilyn Manson might want to have him in their band, although I feel in both of those cases, as well as in Motley Crue, it's just a waste of talent. He's totally wasted talent in those those bands, whereas when you listen to On 5's solo material, it's almost overkill. It's hard to listen to very much of it at once. I think that his proper place in the world is probably not as a sideman for a band like Motley Crue or a band like Rob Zombie's solo band. I think his proper place in the world is probably to do soundtracks for video games and movies, and also to just keep stretching the parameters of what the guitar can do. He's truly a pioneer, and he is truly a virtuoso. Whether you like him or not, you have to admit that he is an incredible player, and I hope that this video, although it barely touches on his range and the different styles he can play on, has shed a little bit of light into why he's such an exceptional guitarist. This is what I think, but what really matters is what you think. So if you have an idea about this or any other topic connected to classic or contemporary music, please drop it in the section below, and remember to like and subscribe. Also, check out the join button that's available now. If you choose to become a channel member, you'll gain access to members-only polls, members-only videos, members-only badges, and other cool perks you'll see when you click on the button. You can also help out the channel by clicking on the Buy Me a Coffee link, going to the Buy Me a Coffee site, and leaving a donation. Every little bit helps this channel stay strong. Thanks a lot.